Hello, welcome to day 30, finally. It was a long day. How am I feeling? Very similar to yesterday. My energy levels are better. I do feel better today. My depth of energy is still very low. Uh, Again, I'll just give you the best I can. Um, Best way to put it would be, I feel like when I start eating tomorrow, that the energy will return not from the return of uh, energy, food energy so much, as the return of nutrients, just nutrition. I expect that if I were to have 5,000 calories all week, but if those 5,000 calories were super high nutrition, that my body would be thrilled and my energy level would go up. And that's my intent. That's what I'm going to try. And keep my calorie level down very low, but my nutrition level through the roof. Because the symptoms that I'm feeling as this fast comes to a close, that's what it feels like. It feels like not so much that I'm out of energy, but it really feels like something's missing. I was going to bed last night and just feeling really lousy and told my wife that it just feels like something's off. Not like at all the first 30 days. So tomorrow morning I'm looking at avocados with maybe some really high-end crackers. For breakfast to start it off, I bought some custom handmade really good kimchi and sauerkraut. We make all of our own yogurt already. So I'm looking at things to really take my empty GI tract and treat it like the garden in our backyard. I'm giving it just enough soil, enough fiber to be a perfect home for a whole lot of probiotics. And I've learned that the bacteria in my gut, they affect my emotions tremendously, as well as the entire rest of my body, and that's true for all of us. So the fact that I have such an awesome opportunity to start with such a clean slate in my gut allows me to be very careful with what I eat tomorrow on and give it only the things that will cultivate the garden that I want. So needless to say, there will be no donuts tomorrow or ever. No refined sugars, and very few carbs at all, honestly. But I will give my body everything it needs to build a healthy and strong new gut biome, and I'm going to listen to what my cravings and such are. I did have an interesting experience. I walked through the grocery store tonight, which I haven't done, honestly, in a couple of months. I do my best to avoid it because I don't like seeing people in masks. And I purposefully walked through the bakery, which has always been one of my triggers. I like donuts. I like everything in the bakery pretty much. But it's mostly for emotional. Pretty sure some of you guys can empathize with that. But I was just there trying to trigger myself, trying to see which things got my attention. And what I really discovered was that when it came to actual here, neck, and what part of my body reacted to, hey, I want some of this awesome pastry, bakery stuff, nothing did it. What I did notice as I was being very mindful was that my torso started to tense, especially up high. My breathing became shallow. It was subtle, but my breathing became shallow into my chest, indicative of stressful response. It was definitely a programmed response where I've learned over the years that this is basically I got a hit coming. You've never done drugs, but this for me was a hit of some kind of drug. And my body was programmed to look for it. And I was anticipating, all right, here comes some donuts, some nice emotional drugs. And that's what I was able to recognize was that was not cool. That was not healthy. But it lets me know that's what it is. I was not anticipating food for its nutrition's sake. I was anticipating, my body was naturally anticipating the hit of a drug. So I'm looking at it from an addiction point of view and realizing these are off limits. These are inner circle behaviors I need to stay away from, and I need to commit to staying away from. That was fascinating. As far as anticipating the fast. I'm glad that I chose to break it a couple of days early. As in, I chose to break, I made the decision on Friday to break it on Sunday. I didn't make the decision on Friday to break it on Friday or Saturday. I don't know if it's because of that decision, but I can tell a difference in my GI tract. Whether this is just perfect timing or not, it's hard, no way to prove it. But I feel like my body knows that it's time to eat. And I feel like my GI tract is priming. It feels open. And I've had some sensations this evening, just in the last couple of hours, 7, 8 o'clock, that are hunger related, like genuine hunger. So it's interesting that the hunger response is definitely coming back as a part of my intention. It's not just happening as a matter of timing. So as far as I can tell, when hunger returns is at least partially voluntary, because I'm definitely not down to 5% body fat, although I look way different from before. Going forward, I have some really interesting responses. I've spent the last month carefully trying to just destroy my old relationship with food and change it around as much as I can. I've been sitting at table, I've been preparing food, I've been finding joy in food without eating it. I've been trying to do everything that just goes against what I'm trained to do with food. And that way that I can, when I do go back to it, there's nothing to go back to. I mean, if I had done a 5-day fast, then it would have felt like I white knuckled for 5 days and I can't wait to go back to my old ways. But I've been doing this for a month. And to be honest, I can't quite remember what those old ways were. I've become accustomed to this fasted state. I don't like it. I don't want to be here any longer. But there's no clear, I can't wait to go back to what? It's been a long time, and I've gone to great lengths to mess with my recollection of what my old way of eating was. It's interesting. But that's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. That's my first step, to make decisions as to what I'm going to eat and listen to my body and just really experiment with it. And one of the cool side effects is that I can't wait to start training. I'm a grappler, which isn't much of an option right now thanks to the great Corona panic. And that leaves me with cycling and running and bodyweight training and all the stuff which I've done in the past. But I want to do it. Like, I legitimately want to get out there and do push-ups in the park, and I want to run. I mean, it's been years since I've wanted to run. I want to go run. Part of that is I just want to experience having the energy to stand up without wanting to pass out. And I want the energy to go out and finish my truck and go train. I've lost so much body fat. I'm very close to my goal, and I'm going to keep doing videos and working on a more weekly basis from this point forward. But it's like my body has become the same kind of project as the truck that I'm working on. It's exciting, and I can't wait to see it. Before the fast, I think it was because I had enough health issues and emotional issues and whatever, that I struggled with energy, and I struggled with being able to really step it up like that. I don't feel that anymore. I feel like this week, once I start eating again, my body's in a rock. It's not just optimism, it just feels that way. My body feels strong, like it's just ready to go at this point. So am I tempted to go? It's almost 10 o'clock. Am I tempted to go break the fast right now? Oh, yes. But, I'm going to go ahead and sleep one more night and call it in the morning. Make breakfast for the family. I'm going to use self-command. I'm not going to let my impulses run it all. And I'm honestly seeing this, not just telling myself I need to see it this way, but I honestly feel like this is the beginning, not the end. And it's the beginning of something that's, quite frankly, way more fun than the fast. Way more fun. And I'm looking forward to it. And I appreciate it so much more because I just can. I've spent the last 40 days, including the primer, which was rough, exhausted, deeply fatigued, and dealing with a lot of pain and discomfort. And the idea that that's over and that I'm going to just thrive tomorrow, oh yeah, I'm going to finish this goal. And thrilled that I have the ability to do so. Do I feel like I'm cutting it early? No. Including the primer, this was a 40-day process. And I do feel like this is exactly the right time. Timing is perfect because I need a month to get ready for some projects that are coming up. We leave in 30 days, and I have a diesel to rebuild and a house to get ready, and then we're leaving to Arizona for over a month. That's I gotta be prepared for that, and I can't be delaying it any longer. So I'm thrilled. I'm excited. It's been a great experience. I still can't quite believe that I really fasted for over a month. Tomorrow is day 31. Pretty cool. Maybe when it's all over, I'll wrap my head around it a little better. So thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow morning. I think I'll do one video. When should I do it? No, I'll do it in the afternoon after I've broken my fast. Give a little bit of feedback on what my body's doing. And appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you at the end of your adventure.